disclaimer before getting into today's video. Instead of me always filming and sitting in the bedroom, I'm going to be multitasking today. So I'm going to be doing my hair treatment while I talk to you guys about how to stop buying things you do not need. So the first tip that I have, which this is the one tip that really helped me and made me focus on why did I want to stop buying and what were going to be like the benefits for me, and that was to set clear goals. I mean, everyone has a goal, especially when it comes to money and why do you want to save? Like, why do you want to not just save, but why do you want to stop shopping? Is it because you want to save up money to purchase a new car, a down payment on a house, a new sustainable wardrobe, or do you want to help out family members more, or do you just want to build yourself an emergency fund? Back in the day, my biggest goal when I wanted to stop shopping, because I was a shopaholic, my biggest goal back in the day was to save money to move out. I felt a little bit embarrassed. I mean, I do live in the US, so it is looked down upon when you are 20-something years old and you still live at home with your parents. I remember getting made fun of a lot at work. I remember people not taking me seriously. But anyways, that was like my biggest goal, was like, I want to save to move out, so this is why I need to stop shopping. So that was my clear goal. And don't give yourself too many goals. That's another thing that I want to suggest, is if you do too many goals, like if you give yourself like, I don't know, 5-10 goals, you're least likely going to want to accomplish them because it's just too much. It's too overwhelming. So when it comes to stopping your shopping addiction, just do like one big goal. What is the biggest goal you want to accomplish with not shopping anymore? Or not anymore, but like not shopping constantly, I should say. So that's the first tip, and I feel like that's like the one tip that is like, out of all these tips I'm going to give you guys, this is the one tip that can make or break your spending habits. It is the fact, like, what do you want to do with that money instead of spending it on things you don't technically need? Because I'm telling you right now, if you don't set a goal, you will spend that money again. It's like a constant cycle. And that's the cycle that I was in for a while. It was like one of the worst cycles, and I'm glad that younger Kira got out of it, because this version of myself wouldn't be here if I didn't take that first step of creating a goal and sticking to that goal. Next tip I have, and I have talked about this for years, especially in the times that we're in right now, and that is to delete apps. I cannot tell you guys like what apps to delete. You just have to figure out what apps make you want to spend money. Everyone's spending habits or where they spend their money is completely different. You'll have some people that'll spend their money on Amazon, and then you'll have some people that won't spend their money on Amazon, but they'll go on like Temu and Shein. So moral of a story, delete the apps that make you want to spend money. If it's Amazon, Fashion Nova, Shein, Temu, the list goes on and on. If it is all of those sites, first of all, don't have your card on file. That's like a huge red flag. Do not save your card on file, because that's just gonna make it easier for you to spend money that you don't need to be spending. Delete your cards on file. Also, I do want to point out, like, I never save my cards anymore, like on file. Even on Amazon, like if I'm gonna buy something, I'm just gonna plug in my card. There have been so many scammers out there, especially nowadays, where like when your card is on file, I've also gotten scammed. I think it was either last summer or the summer before, I got scammed on Amazon. Luckily, they only took $70 and my bank reimbursed my card, but whatever card is on file, delete it. Not just for your spending crazy habits, but also because scammers love when cards are on file. It's just so much easier for them to scam you. So delete the cards on file and delete the apps. You will thank me later. Trust me. When it's like, I don't know, when it's like nighttime, I feel like everyone shops at night. When it's nighttime, you're in bed, you're scrolling on your phone, and just make it harder for yourself to spend your money. If you don't have your card saved on these apps, and then you have to go get your wallet, wherever it is, in the living room, in your purse, near the door. You're probably not going to want to get out of bed and you'll be like, oh, tomorrow. So make it harder for yourself to spend money. That's another thing that I used to do. And I actually still do it till this day, even though I'm pretty good with not spending my money on things I don't need. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still make mistakes. I've made quite a few mistakes with the 3 years us living here with purchases, and I wish I could take them all back. Well, I wish I could take about 80% of the purchases I made for this apartment back. But you live and you learn, so another thing is just don't beat yourself up over it. Tomorrow is always a new day to start. Next tip I have for you guys, and this is mostly for grocery shopping, and this is something that I had to relearn because it was just like a nightmare for me when it came to grocery shopping, and that was not creating a list. Or even if you're going to Target and grabbing like home items, create a list. You will thank yourself in the long run. You will thank yourself at the checkout line, because when it comes to not creating a list, you are guaranteed to spend money you didn't plan on spending because you start roaming the aisles on things you do not need. So that's what I was doing for a while when it came to grocery shopping, and that's what caused me to gain a lot of weight. There were a lot of little things that I wanted, like vegan cupcakes, vegan donuts, vegan banana bread, like the list goes on, and it wasn't on our grocery list. But around the pandemic, and then like obviously like 2021, 2022, that habit stood with me, and it sucked so bad because I'm paying for those mistakes right now. I'm still trying to get out of a sugar addiction, and it's so hard. But if I were to just like stuck with the list, eat a sweet every now and then, don't go like overboard, I probably wouldn't be dealing with this crazy sugar addiction. And also I did spend a lot of money on food that wasn't really food. A lot of processed food that doesn't provide any like nutrients for my body. Yeah, so I have a better understanding when it comes to sticking with a list, not only for my health but also my budget, because you guys know, I seen a reel the other day, I don't know what's more money, takeout food or grocery shopping. I feel like they're both very, very equal, and I totally agreed with that video. It's very leveled out because groceries are so damn expensive. In order to stick with our budget, we do not purchase the things that we used to purchase. We do not purchase like all of the processed like vegan food. Even though it is fun every now and then, we just stick to regular food items. Like we stick to our list. So fresh kale, fresh mushrooms, couple blocks of tofu, black lentils, like things like that. We'd stick to a regular grocery list. I go grocery shopping every week because we're trying our best to eat as fresh as possible. Some days are not going to be perfect, and that's okay. There's no such thing as a perfect lifestyle. But with sticking with a list, whether it's grocery shopping or, like I said, if you're going to Target or Walmart and you have to go grab like toilet cleaner, toilet paper, and then you find yourself in the aisle of like containers. It's like, wait, you didn't put a container on your list. Why are you in the aisle for containers? Get out of there. I'm telling you guys, it will help you out tremendously. It has definitely helped me out, especially when it comes to eating cleaner. My skin is loving how clean I've been eating. Don't get me wrong, I still have a treat here and there because like I said, I have a sugar addiction. I don't know how to kick it, but I'm trying out like healthier recipes when it comes to having a sugar craving instead of like going for like the vegan Ben & Jerry's. And I have noticed a difference with my skin with sticking to a list and sticking to the main things that we need, you know, food wise, and not just like adventuring out to like churros and you know, those type of food items, which I was doing. And of course, like I said, it helps out your budget and your spending habits tremendously. We've been doing this for about a year now, and I have seen such a huge difference when it comes to how I feel. I know I still have a long way to go, like weight wise, I still have a long way to go, but I have a better understanding when it comes to the amount of money I was spending carelessly on junk at the grocery store because I didn't make a list. And the last tip that I have for you guys is a little bit of like a realization. It's basically do a monthly or a yearly decluttering session. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I only do like a yearly cluttering session because I mean, I've been a minimalist for a long time now, so I don't need to declutter like I used to. But when I first started this journey, this is what helped me realize like I was spending far too much money on things that I just didn't need to be spending my money on. And that was doing my decluttering sessions. When you declutter, whether it's your bathroom, your closet, your bedroom, your kitchen, whatever you declutter, you start to realize like, why did I spend my money on this many items when I'm not even using these items? Like I haven't picked up these items in years. It's just pointless to me. Like, why did I waste my money? So try to keep that in mind. The next time you're at the store and you want to buy something, or the next time you're online and you want to buy something, keep that feeling in mind. I always keep it in mind. Like, I know I get that question asked a lot, like, how do you not spend money? And it's going back to like what I said before. A list helps a lot. And another thing that helps a lot is realizing like, if you buy something right now out of like, oh, it's so cute, I need it, I want it, everyone has it, this will look so cute in my house. If you buy an item just for those purposes, I guarantee you, you will end up decluttering it in like 3 months from now. So when I look at items at the store, I'm like, is this an item that I'm just wanting right now and I'm gonna end up like decluttering it in like a couple months from now? And that has happened to me with living here. Even though I've been a minimalist for, I want to say like 7 years now, that has happened to me where I have purchased a lot of things living here thinking like, I'm gonna use it, it's perfect. Half of that stuff is gone. Like this closet, you guys, like I'm gonna be doing an updated video, stay tuned. This closet has nothing in it, but it's a linen closet now. Like there's no products in there whatsoever. Like I revamped a lot of the closets this past summer and it is helping my mental health out so much because I'm starting to like realize like, Kiara, you were triggered from the online world. Like I was going through it and I'm still going through it mentally because like, I mean, most of you that watch my other videos, you understand that like what I'm going through is kind of hard regarding like my income and stuff like that. So you know how like you just want your space to be perfect? That's what I was going for. And more than half of the things that I purchased with the 3 years of me living here are gone. So I am very cautious more now than ever with what I spend my money on because I am not trying to waste any more money on items that I know or that I will end up decluttering months from now. I highly suggest you guys do like a decluttering session. Don't go like ballistic with the decluttering session either. Take it, you know, day by day. I'm not telling you to declutter your entire house in a day. That's nearly impossible, and I honestly don't suggest that because you're gonna probably get rid of things that you most likely will repurchase because I remember getting rid of things that, you know, back in the day, I wish I would have till this day. Like there are some things that I got rid of that I wish I would have never got rid of. For those of you that have been following me for a while, the one thing that I wish I still had with me was that nice lamp that I used to have in the background. I wish I had that freaking lamp. That would have went perfect in this apartment. But no, I wanted to get rid of it right away because I just was on a huge decluttering spree and I overdid it. So with that being said, be mindful with your decluttering sprees because yes, this could help you not shop more, but then again, it can also make you shop more because you got rid of things that you actually need. So I know this is like a little confusing tip, but take your time with decluttering. Decluttering does help a lot with realizing on what you wasted your money on, but then also don't like rush decluttering because if you rush it, you're most likely going to get rid of things that you love and that you're probably going to have to repurchase. So now you're spending money once again on things that you didn't really have to spend money on because you already owned it. With that all being said, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. My Instagram has nothing to do with me. It's an extension of the channel. It's extra tips for minimalist living, also some helpful products. So if you want to follow me on there, I'll have a link down below, and I will catch you in the next video.